film already. All right, here we are at Midway Paintball for the AFPL HAVOC event number 3 finals. I am joined up here with Aaron Smith. Boy,
hello,
how do you like
guys.
This field?
This is one of my favorite fields.
One of your favorite fields? Yeah, good. I've been. This is my first time out here. The weather was great both days. A little bit of a breeze, not too bad. Good for Northern California. So in 10 seconds, we'll see whether or not Northwest DMG or Rochambeau is going to take it here.
This is it, huh?
Yeah, I've been watching DMG all day. I gotta say, they can keep their heads with them. All right, so DMG doing what they've been doing all day, trying to get the body up into the snake side of the field, keeping 2 at home and 1 up into the snake side temple there.
Both teams doubled up back center.
All right, a nice ghosting position though, getting a little bit further back, trying to find a different angle for Rochambeau, staying a little bit further behind his bunker in there. Looks like he did get a shot up on Thomas Kim of DMG, but a good fill by Dave Vasquez getting out to that corner to make sure that they can maintain a presence on that side. Looks like 2 or 3 referees saw something, so they're going to get in there, pull him out. Unfortunately, was not able to make that alive, but Rochambeau definitely capitalizing on that mistake from DMG, getting up into the 50 there, maintaining a lot of pressure onto the 2 players that are left in the center of the field and 1 going out into the Dorito side.
Ooh, just 1 left, huh?
Yeah, well, they've got one in Dorito 1 and then home. So Dorito 1 was able to catch a player sleeping, trying to get sneaky up the middle here. So it looks like a 2-on-3 situation in favor of Rochambeau. Now just a 1, I believe 1-on-3 if the home player is still alive.
I don't see anybody at home.
No, but no, that shadow's not back there. All right, so it looks like Rochambeau is going to go ahead and take the first point here in the finals.
This is an exciting finals. I have no idea who's going to take it. Both teams have played really clutch the whole event.
Yeah, well, that was the first game of the day, was actually between these 2 teams, where Rochambeau won 2-1 and it went to time.
2 minutes.
So it's been interesting though, talking to players on both rosters, seeing what they've learned about the layout since then, little tricks that they found. Evidently, there's a few nice blind shots from the snake side corner that people have been using. Yep. There's a nice bounce shot off the Xbox into the other side of the X that people have been slowly finding out through the day. So, you know, like we saw, a lot of aggressive play from both teams, just, you know, getting those kills and they didn't need in sloppy fills. Sometimes you just can't throw those bodies away, but you have to try to make that presence.
Yeah. You have to gain that ground, otherwise you can't do anything.
Yeah. Well, especially on this layout itself, seems like you are rewarded for moving up.
You can sit back and count forever. We saw a game go the whole time without anybody scoring.
Oh yeah,
one
yeah,
point,
that's right.
Nobody scored the whole time. So you can definitely count forever. You got to make something happen.
Yeah, it is good though to see the way that they've manipulated the snake bunkers here. That the players are rewarded for their more aggression on that side.
Absolutely.
And especially if you've got pressure coming on the Dorito side of the field, you know, Snake 2, Snake 3 being able to wrap around those pins are really being able to drop bodies just all day. All right, so DMG going to come out with a chip on their shoulders again. You know, some of the most dominant performances that I've seen in the last few events coming out of these 2 teams. DMG did an amazing job beating the Cobras a couple of matches ago.
30 seconds.
And that was one I didn't know was going to go either way, but they stepped up big. Knew what they needed to do. And then of course, last game, Thomas Kim getting a 5-pack, and then a major penalty, and then a 5-pack. Single-handedly killed more people on both teams than anybody else.
Right.
10 seconds.
Well, Rochambeau has some guests. They have Paul and Matt playing for him from Tyrants, and
I've heard Matt's been doing very well at the center of the field. All right, so we'll see. They're sending. All right, Thomas out to the snake side corner. Very similar breakouts for both teams, with the exception of DMG sending a body out to the snake corner and Rochambeau going into the God wing there on the insert. Let's see, a nice move up into the Dorito side tower. Let's see if he made that alive, and then Rochambeau sending 1 out wide to counter that move, try to get on the outside of the field there. Looks like they did lose 1 body though, so it is 5-on-4 in favor of DMG. Let's see if they can capitalize on that, as it looks like they're going to start putting a lot more pressure down on the Dorito side of the field. Rochambeau making it into the snake, but he's not happy about how he went in. Might have gotten a core sample and roughed his shoulder up a little bit, but he's still in it. What a champ. Popped his shoulder back into his socket, come out for a gun battle.
Wow.
Wow, he earned that. Wasn't easy to get to, but he definitely earned it. Yeah, it looks like he had a shot on the pack, but just could not quite line it up, and that player from DMG was able to get back out of harm's way and into the Dorito 1. But they did lose that player in the Dorito, and of course, as we say that, now Thomas Kim sneaking up the snake side of the field. I don't think anybody knows he's in there.
No, I don't think so either. No guns on him whatsoever.
Yeah, they've got 3 guns going that side. Oh, got a bounce on the shoulder of that tower player.
Now they know he's there.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful with that foot, though, sticking out. And they're going to see if...
Looks like there might be some...
Well, it looks like it came off the bunker, because it wasn't... Okay.
That was a good call on the rust part.
Yeah, good. Very hard to tell, though. So let's see if Thomas is going to win a gun battle down to tape here, go over the top. But he's got a lot of trouble coming up the center in that insert Dorito there. About to drop the hammer on the outside. Very smart move, choosing to take the highway and then go to the outside, seeing where his gun was pointing.
I thought he was going to throw himself away and continue going highway. That was a great move.
Yeah, phenomenal move to be able to jump on the inside there. So, wow, Rochambeau 2-0 up here, and that's... You know, this is why both teams are in the final, but Rochambeau just seems to want it a little bit more.
They're bringing it, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's... And I've never seen DMG go down, I guess, this far, this fast, but, you know, if you're playing up against a team that's confident and...
So this is, we're going up on game point, right?
Yeah, this is game point. Yeah, game point for the end of the event here.
39
wow. Yeah, still, 6 minutes, 39 seconds left in the game. Still plenty of time, but I would not be surprised if DMG took a timeout here to try to regroup a little bit.
That's what I would do if I was in their position. You want to save those timeouts to try to break their momentum when they're going strong.
This is as strong as momentum's going to get.
To do it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'd love to have it if you could tie the game up and slow it down a little bit, but you know, you get into these situations where it's been less than 2 minutes and they're already down. You know, I mean, less than 4 minutes, they're already down by 2 points. So we're gonna have to see what they can come together.
Well, we know this game's gonna be good. Nobody's holding punches. Both teams are playing aggressive. They're not playing like they're scared. They're getting out there and they're doing it. So
oh, absolutely.
It really could go anyway.
No, it's always good paintball when you've got teams that are willing to push the snake hard, willing to push up into the Doritos. It comes down to that quarter inch. Who's going to be a little bit smarter? Whose timing is just a little bit better to capitalize on those opportunities that present themselves?
I agree, absolutely.
Yeah, smart paintball is good paintball, and both these teams have shown a very good use of being able to get a good feel for the layout, knowing when their shots are. The communication's gotten better between all the fields throughout the course of the day.
So watch these two teams play off each other off the breakout is something else. They're very much playing off of each other. They're having all
absolutely
breakouts, and it's like a chess game. One move counters the other move, and it's good paintball.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing those types of gameplays within lower divisional teams.
There goes your timeout you were talking about.
There's a timeout for
DMG. So there we go. So they called that, knew they needed it. They're going to stay back, regroup. You know, Dave's talking to Thomas a little bit, trying to make him play a little bit tighter, trying to see if he can get Audrey to communicate just a little bit more, tighten it up a little bit more on the Dorito side. They've got the weapons at their disposal, and they know how to use them.
Without doubt.
They've just got to reel everything in and tighten their game up a little bit, especially with the coaching that they've got available out at Capital Edge. It's literally a guy chasing guys around with a bat, trying to get things done. So they've been told what to do. This is not a new situation for them. Maybe we can get a little bit more air in that pill in the middle, but nobody's been playing it. So we'll see here.
What is the secret of your power? 30 seconds.
All right, well, here coming out at the end of the timeout, we've got 30 seconds left, or 20 seconds left until the start of the game point here. With Northwest DMG really getting pushed up against the wall. You know, they took that timeout trying to regroup, figure out what they needed to do, make a game plan, see if they want to be more or less aggressive. But, you know, like Aaron said, this game has been playing out like a chess match and just been a little bit smarter on the hand of Rochambeau. So 4 guns up for Rochambeau, getting out wide into the snake, and they did get a kill off the break, killing that snake runner. Definitely not what DMG wanted to see. Also losing their player out on the Dorito side corner, trying desperately to fill those holes, but just not making it out wide. So now DMG's caught in a 2-on-5 situation with Rochambeau up into the middle, up in D1, up into Snake 1.
They're in serious trouble now.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you know, Dave Vasquez and Thomas Kim have played together in the Pacific Northwest for a number of years, played against each other. They just need to communicate, dig in, try to see if they want to hold across or keep that chatter up. But they've got to just hope that Rochambeau makes a series of major mistakes. But if I was going to choose any two players to be on the field at this point, though, Dave Vasquez would be at the top of that list.
He seems very calm and composed. They're both handling business. They're working together.
Oh, see, they got one kill on the Dorito side, so starting to alleviate a little bit of that pressure. Now it looks like it's a 4-on-2. Obviously, Rochambeau still in the driver's seat, but it's good to see that they're not just running up the field throwing their bodies away. You get to this point, you have to maintain some decent amount of composure.
I'm
to
semi-surprised
play smart
they
paintball.
haven't just sent somebody through to finish it, considering that they're up by 2 right now.
Yeah. Well, you know, especially if that team's in the cross, you don't want to send anybody up in the middle to just throw that body away. So making those smart, methodical plays.
It's true.
I can think of one team that I know that plays very methodically, that won a lot of events that you may or may not have been involved with for a long time. So playing slow and playing smart does win tournaments. It's like they say defense wins championships. You don't want to play defensively, but not being overly aggressive is definitely the way to close out a game like this. Oh, Dave Vasquez looked Dorito's side right when he didn't need to. And it looks like Rochambeau is going to be able to get the angle that he's looking for up on that center bunker. Oh, Thomas Kim trying desperately to find somebody sleeping, as it looks like they are prepping to launch and try to seal this up, as Northwest DMG has realized that their best hope is to just get a lot of tight communication and to cross. But Dave Vasquez taking one of the wrists after Thomas Kim walks off, and that will wrap up the event here, as long as I guess the refs give a go-ahead, or they can wait for time to expire. So that will be the end of the event. These players are not allowed to touch each other, but they are, you know, allowed to check each other out. They've got plenty of time.
4-12.
Oh, I didn't know we could talk into the field from up here. No, so he's just chilling.
You know, I just made a
At that point,
horrible mistake right there, and I wasn't thinking. The game looked like it was over, and yes,
yeah.
2 minutes.
All right, the thumb comes up from the refs. Huns and handshakes in the middle of the field. Rochambeau taking the gold medal here at AFPL HAVOC event number 3. Wow, 3-0 over a very strong DMG team today. Very well earned. Good to see DMG coming up on the field. Congratulations, Rochambeau, on their win. Refs making sure everybody have their mask on. Nobody wants to get shot in the face. That's not a good way to end today. And okay, so I guess it's over now. So this is Griffin signing out for AFPL event number 3, and we will see you at our next venue. Thanks for checking it out. Make sure to like us on Facebook, share the videos, check out Risen Paint, and if you're up here in Northern California, make sure you stop by Midway Paintball here in Placerville, or here in Vacaville.